Hello and welcome back to Timberborn. This is episode 8 of our playthrough on the Elder Tree map. We're playing as the Leafcoats faction. We're playing on hard mode. We're in cycle 14 day 1. We have 14 water, 1.4k food, a mishmash of resources. But our main issue is water. So I'm hopeful that we are in the process of building this bad boy down here. So we only need one more gear. We have that gear. So let's get this sped up a little bit. We are going to pump like our lives depend on it. We're going to turn all of these bad boys on. And I'm also going to lower this. Probably need to get a bit of automation on the go with this soon. Because, you know, it is just a bit silly that we're not automating some of this. I'd also want to fix some of this up here as well. Because, like I said before, it's just all a little bit rubbish. So, have they finished this? They have. This is now a high priority job. So this does 5 water in 0.3 of an hour. This does 1 water in 0.3 of an hour. So you can see why it's better to have this. Hopefully this will get a load of water coming up. I want to prioritize, maximize pumping this drought cycle. Not this drought cycle, this good tide cycle. So we're going to turn that on. We don't have one down here anymore. But that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So the idea being that I want to get this tank as full as we are. So we're at 1400. Did we actually unlock the large water storage? We did. So I'd also like this to be a priority. So we do have, we have logs. We have logs for days. So how are we getting on? The Tree of Life is lovely. We are doing that one. And we're popping that there. And then we're going to come across here with another level. And we're going to have these at the same level. Somebody, I think I read in the comments that Jason was concerned that this would cause an issue if we had this here. I don't think it does. And it might do when it gets bigger, but we're going to leave it for now. I'm not sure who mentioned that in the comments. I will get to the comments in a bit. So let's get some storages on the go to balance this stuff on. So if I put a pile here, I guess we have that there. You know, just a bit of more storages. Just to make the most of these trees. I do notice that when I play the Leafcoats, I actually build a lot more storage than I usually do. So that is perfectly on the same level. So we're going to be able to come across here and fly across there quite quickly. I mean, could you even run a... I don't know if you can path up to that and that counts as an entryway. But I didn't comment on this last time, but I really love this when you have the have this here and they're like above the grinder. It's like they're walking out and they're taking their life into their hands. We really aren't doing the best pumping job, are we? I thought this would massively increase what we have going on. I mean, it's fine. It's just not optimal. How is the storage coming on? I mean, once they don't have to run around and... The storage isn't that far to go, is it? Really isn't that far to go. But what would I like to get on today? I would like to sort of do this today. So I'm praying we have a drought so that we can come and level some of this out. So we are going to... I don't know. We don't have that much dirt, but whatever. Let's just... Let's just go for it. We will have to, when we pull all this out. So I guess we're going to come along here like that. And we're going to run that straight down there. We're going to jink this out to the side. And then I have got something that I think is exciting for down here. But I will leave you guys to be the judge of. So let's loosen... I guess let's loosen all of this terrain. We don't have to loosen this bit here. But I might loosen it just for the sake of completeness. And we can loosen that as well. So fingers crossed they'll come and do that. I should be able to do that before they come and do this. Have you built that storage? You have. So now we have a lot more water storage. And I'm hopeful that this will just become a very productive job. Productivity 92%, 84, 73, 0. That guy doesn't like working. There we go. Starting to come up a bit. These guys' productivity is crap, but that's fine. They were just a little bit out of distance. And yeah, so what I want to see is I want to see this connect. we have started to build the power tree. Yeah, we really have started to build the power tree, haven't we? How much power are we actually generating now? 1300, 1400. I know we're overnight, but we're going to have to start thinking about gravity batteries and observatories, to be honest, because I do need to get that science. So rather than putting the windmill cap on the top of this tree, which we have, let's have a look at the power. Rather than putting this cap on top, I think we're going to go for putting the observatory on the top, because I would love to get that science going quite rapidly. But this is a power tree, not a science tree. It can serve as both, so that's fine. So what we want to do is we want to get some gravity batteries in early doors as opposed to. So I think I need these. These are 700. I'm just going to buy them because once I bought them, they're bought and I can't not have them. That was a drought, wasn't it? Lovely stuff. So what I'm going to do, we are going to pop them there, unlock the next gravity battery, and that's going to go there, that's going to go there. And you see there's 2 layers of gravity battery there. So what I now need to do is I need to work some storages up the sides. So if I do small piles, actually what I can do is let's what's going to be, I feel like dirt's a reasonable thing to store up here. I feel like oh god though, disappeared. I feel like dirt's a very reasonable thing to store up here because it's the kind of thing that can just go out of the way and it doesn't matter too much if we have it. So let's come in and put the stairs in, because I know I will regret that if I don't. Oh, I can't do that yet because we need to put everything on the inside. So we're going to put some small warehouses in. What could these be for? I don't think we have anything for shovels yet, do we? I mean, shovels they're just a nice thing to just have. So let's just put a load of shovels in here. So now I should be able to come in with the warehouse. Not the warehouse, the stairs. Come here. See, this is the only downside of this, and I understand it. I understand why it happens, and I understand why it's a problem. But it's also a little bit frustrating. So then that should allow us to stick. If we've done this right, this cannot be built at that height. So we've gone too high. So what we're doing is we're taking that off. And we're doing it all again, guys. We're doing it all again. We went too high. How's the water doing? 523, food's fine. Cracking. So let's do that all again. Where are we? Power. Sorry for those of you that aren't fans of watching me do tasks like this repetitively, but I genuinely thought that was going to be fine. Shows what I know. So, that's fine. Let's get the storages in again. So you are going to be dirt. We discuss you being dirt. And was that a rainstorm we're having on the way? Let's just go and see where that's coming. Where are you coming? No, we also have built all of this already. I haven't apparently told that to be a storage yet. Where are you? I think that's probably fine. If that pulls up, we can open this, remember? I mean, that already is open. So I think that will evaporate quick enough. And what is your issue, guys? Logs. Logs. How about some bark? And you could be treated planks? Yeah, why not? So they're actually building. Wow, they have really got a shifty on with some of this building, haven't they? They're really doing some work. Doing the Lord's work. So maybe this, This. What happened there? I don't like that sound. I don't know that sound. What's happened? How have we come down here? Oh, I haven't turned this back on. Sugar. So what we're probably going to have to do, yeah, we're going to have to just turn this back on. Otherwise, we're going to run out of water. So turn this back on. I need to sort out the automation. Probably should be done today. So that's going to cause this to overflow. Yes, a little bit. Oh, does that make actually a noise when they do that now? That was really close, because if we didn't have this full, I genuinely think we would have been stuffed. Let's not even beat around the bush. I genuinely think that would have been an issue. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be relatively full. We're probably not going to add any more housing for a little while. I've got distracted. Let's continue to put this in. Small warehouse, small warehouse. I didn't even tell you what to do. We were going to have you as shovels, weren't we? Or tools, as I like to call them. And now down the tube. There we go. So now we should be able to put the observatory on top. And if we can't, I'm going to be very upset. Yes. So we can't unlock it because we don't have enough science points. But when we do get it, we will have that up there. So how are they getting on? They are short gears, which they won't be soon. I do have both gear workshops on, don't I? Yep, so we now have 4 gear workshops running as well, which is good news. This is also only lacking gears. How many metal blocks? We only have 1, but then we are using quite a lot of them. What is going on down here? Loads of water. That's fine. 528. So we might have to expand this and have even more pumping down here. But we are not going to be pumping soon, so pause these. Pause these. Pause these. And I might even just come in and have a water storage tower, because why not? So naturally we are out of power. So everything is about to massively slow down because we are in a drought. I'm hoping these start to kick in. So realistically, I probably want all of this to not be lowest priority. These are going to be a pain in the ass to build because they do require quite a lot of resource. So they probably should have been built before these ones, quite frankly, but it's fine. I'm into the transit mode at the moment. I want them to be able to move around. So, do we have any beavers which aren't doing anything? You've got plant murderer. A couple of you are injured. I can live with that. How's this coming on over here? Oh, lovely. So we do have a bit more space. Yeah, I think we're just going to get rid of all of these. Because how far can you reach? Oh, God, don't delete that. How far can you reach? You can reach all the way over there. So if I was to fill all of this in, you could reach all the way over there. So let's just come and fill that in. How? So all of this needs to be taken out. And they will come and do all of this when they have the time. So they've swapped to... Yeah, they're probably doing this normally now. I mean, there might even be a world in which we can actually just... We're just going to have like loads of weird straight connections. So that's connected over to there. That's almost going to be built. So we are just relying on the gear. So we are an absolute slave to the whims of power now. So I'm going to maybe pause the treated planks. I don't see a need for the treated planks at the moment. We'll keep the grinders running. Scrap metal an issue? Scrap metal isn't. Oh, yeah. The relative issue. Let's get a couple more of these in. Yeah, it's a relative issue. It's not a massive issue. So, on to the comments, because we're about to go into a drought. Should we just see how long that is? Let's see how long our drought is. And why is our wind turbines not blowing? That's my main question. I seem to have invested a lot into wind turbines and nothing's happened with them. Drought is 14 days. I think we're fine down the bottom. That seems to be raining for quite some time. So yeah, we are okay. It didn't completely fill up, but that's fine. This building isn't connected to a district centre by any paths. Oh. Flooded. I always forget this. You have to make sure you come in and prioritize. Okay, now it is connected to a district centre. Fine. Fine. Let's actually get both of these prioritised, because when they're processed, it'll be fine. Right, on to the comments. I do apologise. So since you're straight in the Badwater River to be able to place more water wheels, the contamination is presumably going away. So yeah, so Dominic, I'm not going to raise this up using the dirt. It's a fantastic idea, but hopefully we're going to straighten this out this cycle and we're not going to have to worry about it. I do think it's a great idea though, so thank you. Do keep them coming. The irrigation pool could have been built with impermeable floors. We don't have the impermeable floors at the moment, and I'm not spending the science on them, Michael. Filter I've just on off so it can produce pulses which are too strong. I assume we're referring to down here, Anvil. So yes. Hopefully we're not going to get too many pulses now. So the Tree of Life might get in the way. So yes, it was you, Jason, that mentioned this. So we will see whether the Tree of Life... I don't know how big its bubble gets. I'm hopeful it just stays like that. I assume that's the maximum bubble, so we didn't let it get too big, which is good. But please do keep all your comments and suggestions coming. I do really enjoy reading them. Yeah. No, I really do. Genuinely do. I know I'm not the best at replying to them at the moment. And I do wholeheartedly apologise for that. But fingers crossed we will get better. Yeah. I don't know whether we can... So how are we doing on planks? Planks, we're doing okay. We have a lot of plank storage, don't we? Jesus, yeah. So let's pause a load of these. Apologies there, I just caught a sneeze. Has this really happened? Hopefully, when they come and take these out, they will... Oh god, it appears I have a hay fever. Hay fever. And I would probably like you to come and actually pick some of this dirt, because some of this dirt is going to be incredibly useful. As if that's pushed him over there. Come on, come build that. Can't have silly stranded beavers. I feel like these use quite a lot of resource. I mean, it's fine, but I feel like it's just quite a lot. And I'm fully aware that this simple zipline network now looks absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I can't cut through there. That's fine. But we want to start to think about coming this way as well. So I think if we pop that there... And this is just going to be a warehouse tree. So we just put a couple of warehouses on top. Maybe we could put a housing unit on here as well, just to... just to see if it works, just to prove the point. So we could put that there. If I was to put this here, would that stretch? Yes, it does, and it's on the same level. So, is it on the same level? It looks on the same level to me. So that's going to allow for rapid ingress across there. So, how many planks do we have? 190. We could get this built quite quickly. What do I want? Dandelions, grapes. Probably doesn't have to hurt to have one for apples, does it? Apples, and then I am going to want one for mangroves at some point. Yeah, mangroves. We're going to start thinking about the mangrove farm soon-ish, which is going to be down here. I can't wait to murder loads of mangroves for NYC. Right, all of that's been pulled out. Get that. And those. This is where I wish the game had sort of like placeholders, so you could say, place a placeholder down to be like, right, I want to build on top. I know this is a very modded faction, and I know it's completely different to how a lot of the base game works. So it is completely different. But having the ability to go, right, I'd like to build this building on top, but I know I don't have the resources for this now. I'd like this to go in, so could I put a placeholder and then swap it out? I think that'd be really sick if we had that ability. That'd be a very nice function for maybe Timberborn 2. And I'm going to take these out now because I feel like this is just asking for pain. How many do we have? Do we have loads of tools? I feel like we do have loads of tools. So let's make this our main project of this episode. Because I have a good idea of how to fill all of this up down here, as well as generating power at the same time. Are you genuinely just... You're genuinely just being lazy sausages, aren't you? Right, everything down there's been cut. How's the science? Science is fine. You've run out of things to cut. Which I assume you have. Right, let's just get some more some more lumberjacks in. So I think the area for the mangroves is we obviously have the water under here. So this is a good irrigable area. So what I'm going to do, what the plan is going to do, is we're going to run, and I really hope we don't kill any mangroves. Maybe we have it that area. We run it along there, along the side of that tree. Back to here, over to here, and I think we stop there. So we have, this is our mangrove farm, and we'll get onto that shortly. I don't want to come too close to here because I genuinely do think we're still going to have a bit of contamination and bad water flowing through. So we're just going to make of that what we will. Oh, I probably need to actually... During the night, I need to delete that steps because that's just going to end badly. That's going to end in tears. And I actually probably want to put you down here. We have a sandstorm. Oh, it's putting blocks in down here, exactly where I don't want them, because we're just going to be... I mean, we are just going to be pulling them out, so it's fine, but... Is anybody down here? No, okay, let's pull that out. Let's pull that out. So how... We're going to have to come this far. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. They're doing what they're doing. Dirt's there, fine. Food processing does need to improve. So what is wrong with the grapes? We have grapes on the vine. We have grapes on the vine. Is there a world in which I actually need to take these out and put another one of these in? Or do these need to be prioritized by haulers? What's the crack? So we are filling that in as well over here, which is great, fantastic. Come and pull these out. Because I feel like we should be doing a little bit better on food than we currently are. So it's not ideal. How much reach do you have, friend? Not tree friend. So you can actually reach all down here. So I'm thinking what we're going to do is we're going to put down here. It's all just going to be apple trees. These can be... What are you? You're 3 lumberjack flags. If anything, I probably need another prune. What are you? A lumberjack flag. We have so much extra weird stuff going on. So I probably, if anything, need an extra pruning flag down here. That'd probably help. And then what I could do is I can also put in a gatherer hut. And then we can put in some more apple trees. So where are the apple trees? So that will reach all down there. That's fantastic. You've been gone, so let's put another gatherer hut in here because we don't appear to be harvesting the grapes very well. Are some of these vines just waiting on fruit? I mean, this takes a while to get around there. There's even a world in which I actually... I don't think we can have too much. I want the gathering to be post haste. That's connected. Lovely. So we are actually going... We're going up now. We are going really up. If we have the science... So let's get the science... Let's get the observatory unlocked. And let's just pop that on top. I really like that building. I think it's really cool. And let's start to think about how much these cost. So 5 metal blocks, 20 gears, 20 planks. Yeah, we're going to be under the cosh to get that done a bit. But you know, that's fine. Maybe we'll let them carry on with that. Let's see how we're getting on over here. So have I not prioritized any of this? I thought I prioritized all of this. Because I haven't told them to demolish all of it, is it? Come on, come finish this off, guys. Loosen that terrain for me. Loosen that terrain for me. More sandstorm. That's exactly what we want. I always wanted them to just put more blocks in. It was my dream ever since I was a little boy. So yeah, let's just get all of this chucked in. And do this as your next highest priority. Feel like the priority tool is getting a bit abused today, as usual, but here we are. Has that improved anything at all? Our food might be going up a little bit since we prioritised by the haulers. And also actually having the fermenters working is also a benefit because the power requirement. So that generates 1260. So I think we're doing fine when the power's working. We do actually have a gravity battery built already. Interesting. So that's going, obviously, as you can see, that is going down. So we are going to have several of these towers all along here, just with as much gravity batteries as we can, and we're going to try and plumb a lot into the power network as we can. So we may even have more trees down here, you know, more gravity batteries, more everything. I would kind of wish you could just set it so they would demolish it as soon as it was available, but I know that's not the way. And you do obviously have to tell them to pick the dirt up, because otherwise they won't come and do it. That is fine. Oh, they pulled some of these trees out. Pick that up. Is that rain instead? That I hear? Where is the rain coming down? I mean, that's probably not the worst rain we've had. Oh, it is. Look at that. Oh, they are. Okay, they are building a lot of this. Just waiting on the side pieces now. I guess they can build all the bits in the middle, can't they? I'm more intrigued to make sure nobody gets absolutely stuck here. Don't know how that bit didn't get. How are we doing on... Oh, okay, we got loads of tools. If anything, I think the price of the tools on this mod is probably too low. I would go out on a limb and say. I would go out on a limb and say that. Come on, guys. Come on. You're making this harder than it needs to be. And then we're also going to have to... I kind of miss dynamite. Not another sandstorm. So we should be in not the worst position here. Let's get some more terrain loosened. There. Let's delete the path. And let's come and get all of that done. All of that where possible. So they're going to go carry on with that. How are we getting on down here? They're coming to putting the dirt in, I guess. Where they have it. I guess they can reach all of that. So I guess this guy can... Honestly, it's getting really annoying now. I can see why that mod is very frustrating. So we are severely behind on grapes, aren't we? So we want to put a load of grapes in. So where's the grapes? This hasn't scruffed up any of my dumps, has it? Yes, it has. So this needs to come out. And we need to loosen this straight away. Cool. Where is the grapes? I wonder if there's a world in which I actually plant mangroves down in there, so that the mangroves will... I wonder if you can put a... Can I put a... Will you put me that? Let me put a land mangrove in there. No, you won't. That's annoying. Let's mark all of that demolition. And once again, high priority. We really need to get a move on with this because the water's got nowhere to go at the moment. If we have a bad tide, this could become very non-bueno. Very no good. But we do have power. We have power. We have sustainable power because we have the gravity batteries. So you can see there, we're doing good. Oh, and we've even connected. Well, we haven't completely connected this. We're still short on planks, and we're. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now I keep missing these bits. So let's start to put some power cables down this side, so that we can continue to ensure that if we have a what's the word I'm looking for? If we have one of those sandstorms, we're not gonna come a cropper again. How have you got stuck again? Genuinely don't know how that guy got stuck. As fun as this is, I do miss dynamite. I think dynamite just makes things just that tad easier. And it shoved him over there, didn't it? No, don't do this to me. I can live with that. But yeah, we might actually be close to even getting this in. I didn't think we'd be anywhere near getting this in at the moment. And let's just pull all of this out in the interim, because otherwise we're gonna be suffering big time. Don't think we need to pull these ones out actually. And we can start to put power wheels in, water wheels even, down this side. Probably actually put both of those in. Right, this is taking a little while. How are we doing on water? We have 428. Please don't tell. Oh, as the underground completely dried up. The underground has completely dried up. So we need to. We need to. Yeah, this needs to get a shifty on. This really needs to get a shift. That probably also needs to get a shifty on as well, to be honest. But unfortunately, I've told them all to come over here and prioritise this. I mean, that's fine. I did tell them to do that, didn't I? We just know the limit of this underwater area now, so we're going to have to be a little bit careful. We need to recycle as much of the water as we can, and not... You're probably not doing anything, are you? It's too far from me. Of course it is. Of course it is. So the drought is over, so the water's going to flow down here, so we're going to let that continue. We might let that do that for a couple of days, actually, because I've given up on the stuff up here. The stuff up here just lasts as long as it lasts. I'd rather have as much pumping water as possible. So obviously that's going to flow in there. Increase that, so the pressure will continue to push it all the way through this network. So I might just leave that as is for now, and just focus on this. But we do obviously have to think about it coming up here to keep this irrigated. So there is some rain, however. So maybe what I am going to do is I'm going to switch it back to the automated on the chronometer. So overnight it will switch to be on. That was actually a really beneficial rainstorm. I take everything back I've said about the rainstorms. I would say that actually, but yeah, okay, whatever. You sausages need to stop getting stuck, don't you? Honestly, these guys. I feel like it's been a lot more painful than it needed to be. Did I... What did I... What did I time you to? The chronometer. Is it just taking some time to fill up? Or did I just change your settings? Yeah, no, it should be pushing up. It should be pushing up. Okay, so. Are we any closer to having this done? I don't think so. It tried to flow over here. I really hope we don't get a bad tide. I want another drought. Another drought would be very nice. Another drought I can live with. Sorry, I feel like I haven't been my usual chatty self tonight. Let's try and rectify that a bit. So, if myself is chatty at all, I don't know what your guys' opinion of me, but I feel like I've been a little bit off the boil tonight, and it's only just dawned on me that that's happened. Obviously, you guys watch this for entertainment. Let's try and entertain. I took far too much of this side out, didn't I? This is flowing through. Let's just get some water wheels put in. That needs to go away. So the idea being that we have this long power thing, and what I want to do is I actually want to drill down into this here. So the idea being that what I want to do is I want to. This might come back to bite me in the ass. But what I want to do is I want to do that. Maybe not that one. Let's delete that one. Let's delete that one, actually. No. It's a bad tide. Sugar. No, we do have to do that one. I think we can do this in time. Let's go. Let's go for this. So build this quickly for me, because we're gonna have to get out of here relatively soon. Build this quickly. Come on. So that should. Yeah, we knew that was going to do that. So what we want to do is we want to put in here. Where is it? I know what I'm looking for. Fill valve. So we want to put one there, one there, one there. I'm actually going to extend this one further out. So we're going to do that and that. And we're also going to do that. Come on, do this quickly, guys. I know you can. I know you've got the speed. Show me the speed. 2.4 days. Did I do that? I don't feel like that was me. I feel like that's rain. We do have this open. Yeah, I really don't feel like that was me. That's not me, is it? Do we have to put another fill valve? Oh my god, okay. I know what's going on here. It's these bloody sandstorms, isn't it? So what we might have to do is we might have to actually put impermeable floors in down here. Oh, this is proving to be a right pain in the ass. Is that where does the water just, when it comes down, overflow because of the sand? Oh. Come on, come finish this. Come finish this. Come do this for me. So, right. So the idea is being, build that there quick. I mean, you can actually put both of those back in. I don't care. Put both of those back in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put a fill, we're going to duplicate this fill valve. And then the water can flow back down as well as flowing off. So rather than having it all flowing off the edge, we can actually just have it flowing down here. So fingers crossed when it comes down here. Let's get all of these out because you're just restricting flow, which is probably backing this up. Come build this quickly. And then what we're also going to do is we're also going to put some valves here. To be honest, it doesn't even have to be valves. It could just be floodgates. That'll do for now. Come build all of this, friends. Please don't tell me we're waiting for gears. We are not waiting for gears. We have loads of gears. So the idea being that what it will do is it will flow back down there. So I want this set to high. Super high. We're probably not going to use it, to be honest. What am I doing? Just be on. Just be on at this point. I just want to get as much water. Oh, are we actually... Have we stored more water than we did last time? Honestly, it's all a bit wild. It's all a bit over the place. But we are going to... Yeah, we are going to have this set so that during a... I mean, we want that unlimited. That should be flowing unlimited. How yeah, so that locks off. Apart from when we have a bad tide, we want that to not flow unlimited. We want that to flow normally. If that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Please let me know if you're getting my idea. I think I'm just doing a very bad job of articulating this evening, and I don't feel like I'm I'm making sensible suggestions. So what we need to do down here now, I know it's going to be a horrendous waste of resource. We just need to cover this because I'm fed up of the sandstorm coming in and ruining what we've got going on. So we're just going to cover all of this. I'm even going to cover, yeah, I'm just going to cover everything. Let's just get it all covered. Because water will just flow down through it, and then the sand shouldn't land on top of these. If it does, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm hoping it doesn't. Let's get that pulled out. You are done. I mean, we're even almost working towards our mangrove thing at the moment. Are you not set to cut down? Bad tide. Pause. So you are set to unlimited. You should be set to nothing. Goodbye. Goodbye. I want you to be set to nothing. And I want you to be set to nothing. So the bad water should just be, yeah, it's just flowing down. And genuinely don't think it's the worst idea to semi-prioritize most of this. I don't think they're going to get super stuck. Did I have all of this on cut down? Oh, all of this has been cut down. Excellent. So we can actually start to fence this area off. Well, well, well. It's what you get for not having stuff automated. So, time to drain the crap out of this. We need to seriously work on automation for next time because that's really annoying. That shouldn't be an issue. How much has got down here? Not too much. Not too much, not enough that I can't live with that. So all of this is going to drain out. Hopefully it doesn't kill too much. I mean, it's going to kill some, but I'm hopeful that because we've seen that, we've lowered all this down. Fingers crossed that's going to just get rid of all of that, and we're not going to have too many issues, too much crying. I mean, I'm crying internally. But you know, what can we do? It's all gone. Lovely. I'll come and sort that out in a bit. This is an 18-day bad tide. We are going to be generating power throughout the entire thing. Do we have the observatory built? We do. Look at that. Look at that. So that allows me to get rid of most of these event huts, to be honest. So up here is actually becoming a bit more of a weird one. Pause you. So yeah, I'm glad we didn't go over here with the mangroves because, you know, we just don't have the space for it. This is coming down here. I mean, what we can do is we can actually so I probably didn't need this last floodgate, but that's fine. Just fill all of that in, and then we can start to put the wheels in. So they can slowly start to do that. They're doing this at the moment. Let's get that removed. So yeah, I just don't want any of this to get filled with those annoying sand blocks, because they have been the bane of my life for the last couple of moments. How are we doing? We have 833 water, 2.7k food. Food has gone up. I'm very pleased food's gone up. It's not to the levels of storage that we have access to, but food has gone up. It just looks deceptively low. We have loads of shovels. We have loads of trees. We have loads of gears. Metal is doing better. You know, apart from the obvious usual mistakes, a little bit of weirdness, dealing with sand blocks. So I hope you can see what I'm trying to do. I know I've said this about 20 times now. But, you know, I am really trying. I don't mean to be this bad at the game. So yeah, a lot of this should be recharging. How's our supply to this demand? See, the wind isn't blowing at the moment. So what we're going to probably want to do is we're probably going to want to... I mean, there's an ideal world where we actually did get these in. What I might do is I might situate them so that sand blocks don't come in. So we can't put one there. So what I might do there is I might just put... Oh wait, there's no might about it. There's no might about it. We're going to put that there. I guess we're going to run that down there, because what we'll do is we'll run the power hookup for these down this side. So I guess that works around that corner. So then what we can do, so we're going to have one there. It allows me to put that in there. We could even put these on the top here, which would allow me to put another one there. But we need to get some sensors, so let's get some sensors unlocked. How long we got? 54 minutes. So I am going to unlock the weather station, because it's about bloody time, quite frankly. And let's get that built. Yeah, so I hope there is a reasonable amount of water under there. There appears to be. Well, I mean, we even filled up to there. That's wild. So I think we're going to be okay. I think we're going to be pumping a lot of this. I think we're going to be A-okay, to be honest. I don't really want to go too hard with beavers, though. I kind of want to sort of just... No. I kind of just want to sort of let what will be will be. Does that sound really weird? Like, we need to probably keep quite a tight colony. Otherwise, things are going to get out of hand. I don't think we're going to have masses of water on this map. So we do just have to keep things ticking over, so to speak. I don't really want to do my tunneling. Well, I can't do my tunneling yet. How far away from bad water are we? Because I would quite like to... I know we spoke about doing a bad water river over here, but I feel like the rig is going to be more useful because then I can get onto the advanced tunneling. So how much is the rig? It's 4k, so we're relatively well off. We don't have enough treated planks, so let's get that on the go. I don't think we have any of this is paused anymore. So, are you just paused? Yeah, you're paused. I'm going to unpause you. Because we're not really making stuff. What are our lumber presses doing? So they are producing planks, and they are still producing planks. So what is your material you're not getting? Pine resin. So we're going to have to plant a larger pine farm. But I feel like I've taken too much of your time. Ooh, look at that. That's really cool. Oh, it's that turn into a water seep? Please don't tell me water's just going to start leaking out of here. Or does it just do it at a lower level? I mean, either way, that's really cool. So, 56 minutes in. Hopefully, we've made a bit of progress. You can see what I'm trying to do with the power plant down here. So, hopefully, all is not lost. We're going to put the mangrove farm over here. We've sorted out pumping. This has got a little bit better. Food is definitely improved. So 3.2k, water's better. We have maple syrup. I can't remember what we're using that for. Logs is fine. We're probably going to have to plant a lot more willow and a lot more eucalyptus. So maybe that goes over here. Obviously, we have this corruption around here we just have to contend with. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, we're going to have to think about where we're going to plant because, as you can see, I've actually planted on quite a large part of this map already. Yeah, that's fine. That's all going to run out. So, let's zoom out a little bit. This has been Timberborn. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my Patreons and YouTube members who support the channel. But most of all, thank you for you to watching, spending your time with me, spending your evening, your day. You know, you stick with me. Thank you. I am ever so grateful. So yeah, hopefully you can see what we're doing. Hopefully this all makes sense. I don't know if I'm trying to convince you or I'm trying to convince myself at this point, but I think we're doing okay. I think we're doing okay. Yeah, so maybe next time we'll try and get the water tree connected up a little bit better so we can have maybe some mass transit across, rapid transit across here. But yeah, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to let you go. So I will see you next time.